to my channel. If this is your first time seeing any of my videos online, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Bwandungi and I talk about books, I talk about writing and the business of writing. Sometimes I tell stories, sometimes we just talk about life, and sometimes I talk to my siblings. First order of business. Hooray! 100 subscribers! I am so grateful to each and every one of you who has taken the time to click that subscribe button. Hot diggity dang! I'm so happy. When I saw it the day before yesterday, I was just over the moon. Thank you so much. And as a celebration, I'm going to have something for you at the end of this video, so stay tuned. As it turns out, I feel like I have so many things to talk to you about today. My dawa tea! This stuff is so good. Wait, what? When I was in Uganda back in June, I had the privilege of meeting some old schoolmates at a cafe called Java. One thing I got to try at the cafe on the menu was dawa tea. Oh my God. It was just life of, I could not believe, it was so intense. The ginger was so intense and the lemon was so intense and the honey was so, and so when I came back, I came with some ginger from my mom's garden and I'm making my own Java tea. I drink it every day and, my veins, my body, I feel alive. Dawa, I think, is a word meaning medicine. I don't know whether it's in Swahili, but I do know that it's an Arabic word, which is medicine in Arabic. Let's get to the conversation. Let's talk about the things we're going to talk about today. If I have not mentioned this before, my work in progress, my WIP, I'm learning all of these acronyms. My work in progress is about African children having an adventure in space. When I decided to write this book, there were a number of things that I was not aware of. I'd never seen character questionnaires, I'd never seen world building techniques. There was a bunch of information that I had never come across. But because I was really enthusiastic about this story, it came to me in a dream, like most of my stories do. I finished that work. It is upwards of 85,000 words in this book. It is something that I am very proud of. It is my second completed draft, and that always makes me very proud. Now that I'm revising the book, and now that I've decided to become a student of writing, I came across all kinds of resources that I didn't know were available to me before. As I was revising the first draft, I came across certain questions that I myself had about the world that I was creating. So that is where I am currently in my work, just trying to get a better backstory so that as I write out these characters, as I revise the first draft, that I have a better understanding of this world in which they exist. Two issues came out of my world building exercises that I thought were interesting. The first one is terraforming. And in researching this, there are scientists who say that we can terraform a planet, no problem. And there are others who are like, that is an impossible task to ask. If we're going to move from the Earth to go to a different planet, then it means that we're going to have to find something that is like Earth in order for the human race to survive, as it is. I will be the first to tell you, I ain't got no problems with us sort of evolving into different creatures who can survive on planets with different gravity pulls. I don't have a problem with that. But if the human race is to survive the way it is, then we're going to have to terraform a planet that has the similar kind of gravity and one that can be able to sustain an atmosphere like the one we breathe in. That was one interesting thing, terraforming. And being a geek, I'm not uninterested in the idea of terraforming. But anyway, it's interesting to sort of have these things running around in your head. If you mention terraforming at all or any other kind of science that is considered fringe science, should you stick to the conventional science or go ahead and just make up your own stuff where anything goes? I'm currently reading a book by John Scalzi where he talks about a river in space. He completely abandons the fact that scientists have said nothing travels faster than the speed of light and made up his own shit. A river, the flow in space. It is fascinating. It's fiction after all, right? The second thing about revising my work is coming across survivalists. People who are training themselves to be able to survive if something went wrong. Something happens, someone pops off a nuclear bomb and it comes in your direction. What happens after countless people have died, the government is nowhere, they can't help you? How are you going to feed yourself or get basic health care or any of the other stuff that we rely on so much to survive? What if there are gigantic blocks on the road? What if no gasoline can get to where you are, no petrol can come to where you are? What happens then? And I've been thinking about this, but sort of in the periphery, because at some point in every book that deals with these incredible disasters that happen, that throw society asunder, people have to learn how to survive. And sometimes you're watching these TV shows and going, where did they get that gas from? Are there trailers still bringing gas? Are there ships still transporting gasoline, and I mean petroleum, from the places where petroleum, are those mines still working? Who's working them? Like, I got so many questions sometimes when I'm watching these TV shows and there's a disaster and people are still driving cars. Like, okay, you have gas from some source that I don't know anything about. Translating that idea into something that is happening in space. What if your spaceship gets attacked by aliens who have technology that will steal your AI? Is there any survivalist training at all? It was very interesting for me to think of some of these things and made me really excited. So that is all I had for you today, except for the one thing! Woohoo! Since we're celebrating, woohoo! In honor of all of you, my subscribers, all 100 of you, I would like to offer a critique for one person. There will be a forum in the description box below where you can enter a raffle whose work in progress I will critique for absolutely no money down. Seriously, no money. Go ahead and fill out the raffle form. Again, it's in the description box. Thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that little bell icon so that every time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful the rest of your week. If you are at the Atlanta Book Festival, the Decatur Book Festival in Atlanta this weekend, and you see me there, come, let's shake hands, come and say hi, and let's exchange books or something. See you in the next video. Bye!